Hello YouTube, this is Ian from the Portsmouth Armory channel. I'd like to go over with you today a little bit of some safety precautions. A lot of you who shoot muzzlers may be doing it nonchalantly, shooting slow. You may swab between shots, especially with patch ball. But if you watch my videos, if you subscribe to my channel, you'll notice that I'm shooting as fast as I can for the most part. No sooner does the shot go off, I'm cramming powder and ball down the muzzle and trying to get another one off. Now, there is a little bit of risk involved with that, and I'm going to go over with you some ways to mitigate this risk. When you come out to the range, though, we're going to go over a little bit of safety. When you come out here, or any range, you got to have safety glasses and ear protection. This is a must. Especially when shooting cap lock, flintlock weapons. Sometimes the debris from the cap will come into your face, and glasses will help shield you from that. Now, let's say you've just come from home, you're out here at the range, you're getting ready to load up and shoot. Before you do this, if you're like me, after you clean your weapon, you've put a lot of oil down the bore to help preserve it after you've cleaned it. Well, hopefully that oil stays in there until you go to shoot it again. So, you'll clean all that out with patches, wet patches and dry patches until the oil's out. Now, one more step I like to do before I load is fire off a few caps. This will ensure that the flash channel is dry and clear of any debris. I like to fire two. Now, you always want to fire your first one into the bank. Your first two, really. This will, if just in case, on the off chance it is loaded, you'll hopefully send the round harmlessly into the backstop. And you don't want to just fire off like that. You just aim into the backstop, fire a cap. Now, after I fired two caps, and I'm sure that the weapon is unloaded, I'm going to put one into the grass. Now, if the flash channel is clear, you'll see the grass move. It may move a little bit, it may move a lot. Just some movement is all you're looking for. And we got a little bit of movement. Next thing we're going to do is load. Now, when you're loading this, you want to keep the muzzle away from your face and any body parts. You have a little bit of exposure when seating the bullet, but we're going to mitigate that. So, I take the mini ball out of my little tube. With the muzzle away, I'm going to pour powder into the tube, and I'm going to discard that. Now, when I seat this, see how I have my fingers? I'm just going to seat it over top of the muzzle like that. Let it sit there. Take my ramrod with everything away from my face, seat it. Cap and fire. Now, normally when I'm shooting on a competition, after this, I'm bringing it down, turning it around, the ramrod towards me, the ramrod channel that is, and I'm reaching in my box and I'm grabbing another round. Now, when you're shooting fast, there's some things that can happen. One, the barrel gets pretty hot, and that's what the gloves are for. And another reason the gloves are for is sometimes, and it's not happened to me in the 6 or 7 years I've been skirmishing, but I have seen it happen. When you pour this down the barrel, a little ember will ignite that. Now, it's not really violent. It kind of sounds like a slow fuse going up the barrel, and a little bit of fire comes out the muzzle. But these gloves, you're going to burn these two fingers, but these gloves will help protect the rest of your hand. There's a guy on our team that has black powder, a little bit of black powder grains in his palm from this. Now, it's not that common, it's pretty rare, but it's something you should be aware of, and it does happen. So we're going to ram that home, make sure it's seated. Now watch as I shoot this and I bring it down. There's something a lot of people do that I'm not going to do. Notice I am not cocking the hammer. That cuts off any supply of oxygen that there might be down in there. And any embers hopefully will be burnt out by the time that I introduce powder. Notice everything's away from my face. And this is how you can do it. Safety, mitigate some of the risk that may be involved shooting as fast as you can. All right, I'm going to give you a little bit of angle of what's going on here. You take the bullet out of your cartridge. I like to use my teeth, but this method is fine too. Pour your powder, pre-measured load, with the mini ball to skirt in your fingers. Place it on top of the muzzle. Now, you do this way. That way, if it happens to go off at this stage of the loading, it's going to just go in between your fingers. Now, having said that, every one that I've seen, it cooks off right when you're introducing powder into the muzzle. I've never seen it go off at this stage. And when I say I've seen cook-offs, I'm talking, I think 3 that I can remember. There's a cedar. You go ahead and cap and fire. I'm going to show you that one more time. Bite the bullet, pour the powder, place it on the muzzle, ram it home. Never do you want to let the muzzle cross your face. Alright, that's it. Shoot safe and shoot often.